Do you want to know exactly what equipment is the best to use in Ghosts of Tabor? Chest rigs, helmets, backpacks, and more? Then this is the guide for you. Hey guys, Xyrage here and welcome to Ghosts of Tabor. If you're new here, I do guides and gameplay on VR shooters, and in this video, we're discussing all the equipment in Ghosts of Tabor. Everything you can buy and not buy from Minty, since some of the best equipment is only obtainable by killing bosses. In the first section, I'll briefly go over some ballistics information, everything within the context of the game. If you only want to know what equipment to use, you can skip to the equipment section. Alright, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and listen up. This part of the video contains info about armor mechanics, body parts, armor protection grades, penetration, and damage reduction. Currently, armor will protect the entire body part it covers. Even if the plates are only on the front and you get hit on the side, it still counts as hitting armor. The damage received depends on what body part gets hit. Shots in the neck and head are fatal. The torso deals 100% damage, pelvis, upper arm, upper leg take 50, lower arm and lower leg take 35, and hands and feet take 25% damage. If you're wearing armor and the bullet is stopped, it will deal a bit of blunt damage, but this is significantly less than if it were to penetrate. If the bullet penetrates armor, the damage is reduced, as some of the energy is soaked up by the armor. Generally, the higher the protection grade of your armor, the less damage you take. There are 6 protection grades. The higher the grade, the more protection it offers, and the more expensive the armor will be. Depending on the type of ammo, FMJ or AP, and the size of the bullet, your armor offers different levels of protection. Take 338 AP for example. It doesn't care if you're running collector kit or a JPC rig, it will always penetrate. But 7.62x39 AP, like the AK Alpha shoots, only has a 45% chance to penetrate the collector gear. And if they're running FMJ, they're not penetrating at all. The higher the protection grade, the lower the damage you end up taking, both from rounds penetrating and rounds dealing blunt damage. There's a link in the description to the wiki for all the ballistic information for those of you who are interested in the numbers. Now for the actual equipment. We'll start with the chest rigs. You can attach armor modules to the chest rigs, allowing you to store primary mags, secondary mags, grenades, and knives on your chest. Minty also sells the ammo pouch that goes on your hip. First off, the A22, protection grade 0, Minty level 1, 124 karunas, and about half a kilogram. This is only used for super budget runs and to hold mags. That's it. It's shit. Then the LBAV, protection grade 1, Minty level 2, 5,500 karunas, and 3 kilograms. This only protects the chest, not the pelvis. It offers protection against pistol calibers and bird and buckshot. If you have nothing else, this is a good way to reduce damage taken from phoenixes. Except those with rifles, they will still hurt like a motherfucker. The JPC2, protection grade 2, Minty level 3, 8,500 karunas, and about 7 kilograms. This is available in the weekly rations. It protects the chest and pelvis, and it starts to block and reduce damage from rifles, but not by a lot. The Vest B, protection grade 3, Minty level 3, and about 14,000 karunas, 7 kilograms. It's basically the JPC2, but better. This has a 55% chance to block FMJ from intermediate rifles. Once I'm Minty level 3, I always run these. It greatly increases survivability early wipe. The 6B102, protection grade 4, Minty level 4, just over 20k, and about 7 kilograms. Unless people are running AP or a full power rifle like the G3A3 or SVD, they have a very small chance of penetrating, and when they do, you only take about half damage from intermediate rifles. This is the last relatively light rig, and one of my favorites to run on island. The 6B43, protection grade 5, Minty level 5, 53,000 karunas, and 20 kilograms. The highest tier armor you can buy from a vendor or find in raid. This rig protects your torso, pelvis, upper arm, and neck, all at protection grade 5. The chads shooting you with AP from their AK Alpha have a 75% chance of penetrating, and the damage is reduced by 25% if it does. It's a very good rig, but very expensive and very heavy, so bring enough energy if you run one. And last, the R61, a protection grade 6 rig. This is a collector drop and comes in at 25 kilograms. This rig is only obtainable by killing the collector boss on Matka Miest. It's protection grade 6 and covers the torso, neck, upper arms, pelvis, and upper legs. Someone has to bring a very big rifle to consistently penetrate this rig. You're gonna be an absolute tank wearing this thing, but even tanks are not invincible. If you enjoyed the video so far, leave a like and sub if you want. It really helps the channel. Members get early access to my videos, so if that's something you want, check out that join button below. If you want to catch me live, I stream on Twitch, link in the description. Now for the helmets. We're not going to go over the DLC items as they're the same cost and they have the same stats. They're just a reskin. As for the protection grades and what they block, reference the chest rig section and check out the wiki link below. The SPH-5, protection grade 1, minty 1, about 1750 karunas and 1 kilogram. You get this helmet in your weekly rations, but you might as well not be wearing anything. Actually, I don't even bother. Like the LBAV, it protects against pistol calibers, and the visor is flimsy plastic. It doesn't protect at all. The SSH-68, protection grade 2 and minty level 1. 4,500 karunas and 1 kilogram. This is a Soviet steel combat helmet from the 60s, and like the JPC rig, it occasionally blocks FMJ rifle calibers and smaller. I don't bother buying this. The 6B47, protection grade 3 and minty level 2. 13,000 karunas and just over 1 kilogram. At protection grade 3, this is a good option to run until you get minty level 4. With a 55% chance to block FMJ rifle calibers, it gives you a good chance to survive a headshot, as long as they hit the helmet, since there's nothing protecting your face. This helmet features an NVG mount, and this is my go-to for Night Island. The 8 or tan helmet, it's protection grade 3, minty level 3, 12,000 karunas, and just over 1 kilogram. Same protection grade as the last helmet, but unlike the 6B47, this doesn't cover the ears. It's the same helmet, but slightly cheaper, and also features an NVG mount. The C1300, protection grade 3, minty level 4, almost 24,000 karunas, and 2.5 kilograms. This is also protection grade 3, but this helmet features a face shield, which, since the armor update, is now also protection grade 3 rather than protection grade 1, making this a very solid choice. However, by the time you're minty level 4, there are people running around with AP in their rifles, and they'll go through this like butter. Then, the Ronin, protection grade 4, minty level 5, 47,000 karunas, almost 3 kilos, and this has full head protection. For many people, the end game helmet. You either hate it or you love this thing, because it gives you a purple vision when equipped. In my opinion, you have a better option once you're minty 5 though, and that is the Altin. Protection grade 5 at minty level 5, 36,000 karunas for the helmet and 12k for the face shield, combined cost 48,000 karunas. The combined cost is only slightly more than the Ronin, and you can choose to run this without the mask as it can be taken off. The Altin is my endgame choice as the protection it offers is unmatched by anything else you can buy. Those are all the helmets that Minty can sell you. Now for the helmets that drop by bosses. First up, the Kurtek mask, protection grade 4, 3.5 kilograms. This is a drop from the boss in Silo, Kurtek. It's got the same protection grade as the Ronin helmet, but the eyes are holes, so those are weak spots. Even the smallest caliber will one-tap you in the eye as it counts as a headshot. The Fish mask, coming in at 4.7 kilograms, this helmet is dropped by the Fish boss on Night Island, and as you can tell, it only protects the front. Since most bullets will be coming from the front, I suppose it's worth running if you don't have anything better. Myself, I leave it in the bunker as a showpiece, and I buy an Altin. Last, the Mick helmet. Protection grade 5, it's got a face shield, and it's 3.5 kilograms. The collector kit is not complete without the headpiece, and this Mick helmet is absolute endgame equipment. Only obtainable by killing the collector, it has a raisable face shield, which at protection grade 5 gives you a 25% chance of blocking the AP round of those AK Alpha Chads. Nods, NVGs, or night vision goggles are useful on a lot of maps, but absolutely required on Island Night, as you can't see a thing without them. And even then, oftentimes when shooting someone, I'll turn on the flashlight on the weapon to see better. First up, the PVS-7, minty level 2 and almost 5,000 karunas. This is a single tube night vision piece offering a very narrow field of vision, and the clarity is not great. This is far better than not running any nods at all. Then the NVG-21, minty level 3, 12,500 karunas. These are dual tubes, white phosphorus with much better clarity. Personally, this is the minimum I go in with, as its field of vision is very doable and the chance of you spotting someone is much higher than the cheapest nods. Then the GP NVG-18, minty level 4, about 29,000 karunas. The best nods money can buy are the GP NVGs, the best field of vision, great clarity, green phosphorus quad nods. Using these are a treat and you will never want to go back to the single tubes. Backpacks. If you want to take anything more than 2 pieces of loot, you need a backpack, and it's always worth bringing one. First up, the sling bag. Minty level 1, 450 karunas and 3 kilograms. This is the smallest bag with a surprising amount of storage. As long as the bag doesn't become red, it's in. So you can store stuff way out to the side and even in the back. Even if you're going in naked, bring the sling bag. The adventure bag. Minty level 2, almost 3000 karunas and half a kilogram. At almost 6 times the cost of the small bag, it's worth running as you'll be able to bring out much more loot. Once the raid cools down a bit, go through all the filing cabinets and boxes in radio, research, and prison, and you have looted over 60k of equipment, and if you get lucky on suppressors or tech items, even over 100k. The GearTech G4 bag, Minty level 4, almost 9k, coming in at 4.5 kilograms. This is my go-to bag to run. Lots of space, but most of all, it's got a gun slot on the back that fits any rifle. The bag is green, so you're not spotted as quickly as with the adventure bag when you're taking a stamina break in a tree. Because this bag is almost 5 kilograms, it's a heavy one, but it's definitely worth running. And last, the pinnacle of all bags, the Ragnar bag. Minty level 5, 34,000 karunas, coming in at 4.25 kilograms. This is the king of bags, the ultimate gun collector's dream. The Ragnar bag. This bag fits full-size rifles inside the bag, meaning you can take out 6 fully kitted AK Alphas from that one raid, if you're skilled enough to drop those 3 stacks, of course. The capacity of this bag is insane. You could go through the entire map, pick up every single piece of loot, and still have space to put a couple rifles. This is what I take in if I need to make money. And that is all the equipment currently in Ghosts of Tabor. If you want to know how to make enough money to afford the best of it, watch my money guide. And if you need trader levels, watch my trader guide, where I explain how to level traders efficiently. And if you're struggling to survive, I also have a video for that. And with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.